I'm not sure.
Okay, what does it say?
It says that who thought to change the times in the laws?
No.
Phil.
Malik.
Malik?
No, not Malik. Mike Allah. Where's that description? Don't mumble the answer, nobody. Turn the clock back. Where's that description? Keep your hands down. No. Barack Bar.
Somebody else said Romans?
Somebody else said Romans. Okay. Robin.
I have no idea.
Okay. Steve. You.
McAfee?
No, have a seat. Malik.
Is that the scripture that
You asking me a question now? I already asked you.
about the sundown?
I asked you a question. Where is it that we turn the clock back or forward? You don't know where to go? Phil.
Oh no.
Okay. Joel.
Daniel 7:25.
Very good. Daniel, is that what you were going to say, Ezekiel?
Sure.
Daniel 7:25. Let's get it. I want all y'all to write this down.
The book of Daniel.
Now, I know some of y'all are new in here, so I'm going to be patient with y'all. But as you notice, I'm getting to know y'all names more regularly. I'm going to be calling on y'all. And you brothers have been here for a while. I'm going to stop calling on you. I got to see who's studying and who's not. Come on.
The book of Daniel, chapter 7, verse 25. And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws. And they shall be given into his hand until a time and times and the dividing of time.
And let's read that again.
And he shall speak great words against the Most High.
Who is the he? Who is the he that shall speak great words against the Most High? Barnabas.
White man.
So-called white man. Okay, I'll go with that. Read it again.
And he shall speak great words against the Most High.
What are some of the great words? I want some of the great words that the so-called white man speaks against the Most High with scriptures. See, hands went down, I said that part. Zakai.
He says that he is God. That's in 1 Thessalonians 4.
1 Thessalonians chapter 4.
Yeah, he talks about that he is God. He stands in God's place as God.
Is that where it is? Where is it?
How you say it?
Ice. Let's stick with Thessalonians. Let's go to Thessalonians. I know what you're trying to say, Zakai. I know what you're trying to say. Let's go there real quick. Let's get some examples of him speaking great words against the Most High. Second Thessalonians chapter 2. That's all right. I told him to be patient with you, brother. I'm going to be patient. Now, let's start up at what verse I want to start at? Verse 4.
The second book of Thessalonians, chapter 2, and verse 4. Who opposes and exalteth himself above all that is called God.
So this is an example. When it said he shall speak great words against the Most High, this is a precept you can go to. There's many others. We're going to go to some more. There's some better than others. Go ahead.
Or that is worship.
So he opposes God. He exalts himself above all that is called God. All that is worship. Go ahead.
So that he as God sitteth in the temple of God.
So the so-called white man sets himself up as God. He says that his churches are the churches of God. If you want to learn anything about God, you got to go to his institutions. Go ahead.
Showing himself that he is God.
And he shows himself that he is God in his paintings, his movies, his churches. Okay, everybody understand that? I want another one that's better. It uses words. That was okay, but I want another one. Barnabas.
Isaiah 14.
Okay, Isaiah 14. You've been trying to get that one all night.
Cooking with gas.
Isaiah 14. What verse, Barnabas? Help me. 14:14 you said? Okay. Great words. Let me see. 14:14 he said?
Look
Let's
at
start up. Let's start above that. And verse 13. The reason we want to start at verse 13 because there's a key term. Read verse 13 for us.
Isaiah chapter 14 verse 13. For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven.
I will ascend into heaven.
I will exalt my throne above the stars of God.
Meaning space travel. It started in 1969 when he landed on the moon and said the eagle has landed. He recently landed on Pluto. Okay? There was a thing on the news about that. Yeah. This morning I saw it. Go ahead.
I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north.
I will sit also upon the Israelites, the 12 tribes of Israel, in the sides of the north, meaning North America. Okay, come on.
I will ascend above the heights of the clouds.
With his airplanes. It started with the Wright brothers. What year was that? Ezekiel?
That was 1920, somewhere in 1920.
No. Abiel?
1903.
1903. Read it again.
I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most
I
High.
will be like the Most High. So this is a better example of how he shall speak great words against the Most High.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Who else saying this? Who else can say what we're reading? Nobody else
No other nation on earth is saying
can
this.
say this. Right.
Okay. Let's get some more. Give me another one. What you got, Ezekiel?
Obadiah.
I don't like that one. Give me another. Azariah.
Psalm 73, verse 11.
Read that for me. That might be a new one. Go ahead, let me hear it.
It says that they say, how do God know? And is there knowledge in the Most High?
That's okay. That's all right. Y'all forgetting a big one. Nobody ever read Revelation 2:9?
That's the biggest one right there.
Let's read that one. Let's just read that one briefly. He shall speak great words against the Most High.
Wait a minute. Why would that be considered the great words, class? Why? Because you went there and everybody had to look on their face like, why is he going there?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Let's see. Look. We be judged by the hands. How many hands we got? Why are we going here as far as the great words? I don't see enough hands. See what I'm saying? Azariah, why are we going there?
Because they're saying that they have stolen our identity.
There's a... I ain't gonna give it away. Go ahead, take it.
I'm just going to read the scripture. What you want on it?
What have we been reading? When we read Daniel, what was the word that we wanted to stress? Liam. No, I'm sorry. What's your name? Liam. Okay.
Said,
Huh?
he shall speak.
Right. So that's why we're going here.
Right.
So what's the word that we're looking for in here? We're going to let the elder take it.
So let's read that. Revelation 2:9.
I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich.
Now everybody in here catching hell. But we're rich, why? Because all the promises in the Bible pertain to Israel. Romans 9:4. Go ahead.
But thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy
Here it comes.
of them which say they are Jews.
What's the key word we want out of this? Azariah. No. Isaac.
What you say?
Say, which say they are Jews. Why? Because Daniel said he shall speak great words. So we want to use this. Read that part again.
And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan.
Let's go back to Daniel 7:25 now. So those were some examples. So the first one we read was Thessalonians. Put that one at the bottom. Because that one was, it was okay, but it didn't use the term speak or say or any of them things. But it's all right. Daniel 7:25.
We're back in the book of Daniel, chapter 7. And verse 25. Daniel chapter 7, verse 25. And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High.
And shall wear out the saints of the Most High. What does that mean? And shall wear out the saints of the Most High. Wear out the saints. Josiah.
I mean, he was going to wear out the true people of God in slavery.
In slavery. Where would you go to explain that? Let me hear. Stand up. Stand back up. Where would you go?
Deuteronomy 28, go through all 15 to 68.
15 through 16. Okay, let's get some more. Joel, where would you
I
go?
was going to pinpoint 40, verse 48.
Okay, I want Deuteronomy 28, 15 through 16. It's good. I want some more. Where else could you go? I'm trying to pick your brains to see who's thinking about explaining wearing out the saints. Hananiah.
Revelation 12.
Have a seat. That's too. Remember, Revelation is fine, but it's a little more metaphoric. I want some plain scriptures. Plain. That if a knucklehead reads it, he goes, oh, I'm on.
Jeremiah 50:33.
Have a seat. I want wear out. Do y'all understand wear out? Let me give you an explanation of wear out the saints. Some of y'all got boots on here. Some of y'all got sneakers, right? Based upon the pattern at the bottom of the sneaker, you can generally determine what kind of shoe that is. But after months of wearage, what happens to the sole? It gets worn out so that you can't even tell if it's Pro-Keds, Converse, Adidas, or whatever. So Esau wore us out in slavery. So, wore us out so bad that we are what? What does that mean, Zekiah?
Jeremiah 17:4.
What does that mean? Come on!
We disconnected from our heritage. We don't know ourselves anymore.
Okay, we're not recognizable as the Israelites anymore. Nobody sees us till I say, oh, those are the people of God. That's the Israelites. No. We've been worn out so much, they look at us and say, them niggas. Them sticks. That's what that group of people is. That's what we're worn out. There was a time when people saw us, before this captivity, they go, those are the Israelites.
Yep.
You could tell by the foods they eat, the way they dress, their conversation, the way they dress, the holidays they keep. Those are the Israelites. But today, we've been worn out. So other than Deuteronomy 28, 15 through 68, where else could you go?